Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I love you so much. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into modern relationships, dating dynamics, and the psychology behind what makes love work or fail. In today's video, we are unpacking a character that you've probably seen or even been the good enough girl. You know her, she's kind, she's supportive, and she's always there when you need her. She's what you'd call a catch. But somehow, she's always the one who gets ghosted, breadcrumbed, or left on red while the guy moves on to someone else. So what's going on? Why is being good enough not good enough? Stick around because we are getting brutally honest today.
The good enough girl isn't mediocre. Let's get that clear. She's the woman who puts in emotional effort in the relationship. She's always emotionally available for her partner. She supports his dreams. She forgives easily, and sometimes she avoids confrontation to keep the peace in the relationship. She's the type to say it's okay when it's really not. She's the kind of woman that always assumes that maybe if I'm kind enough, if I'm patient enough, or even understanding enough, he'll see my value eventually. Spoiler alert, he usually doesn't. The good enough girl often operates from a place of earnestness, not strategy. She often thinks love should just work just because you're a good person. But dating in today's world often doesn't reward emotional labor the way we think it should. You may ask yourself, where does this behavior come from? Or how did this behavior all of a sudden start manifesting in my life? This mentality often stems from childhood conditioning or childhood experiences, or even earlier relationships that you might have had in the past. Often, good enough girls are taught to be nice and people will love them, to not be difficult and be easy to love. Or someone might have told her that you are more lovable when you are useful. So in relationships, the good enough girl tries to earn affection by being the least problematic, does a lot more while their partner does the least. They accept crumbs hoping they can turn into a feast.
I do everything for you. I do everything. I quit my job for you. I sit here and I cook and I clean. I left my father for you. I treat you like a king.
As you should. As you should.
But here's the problem though, when you act like your love has to be earned, people treat it like it's cheap. Now, how does this behavior affect the relationship? The good enough girl often ends up being the emotional caregiver of the relationship. She carries all the burden of communication on her, making excuses for bad behavior and staying too long, hoping things will get better. Meanwhile, her partner doesn't feel challenged. He loses attraction towards her because comfort isn't the same as chemistry. He may even start to resent her for being too available. It's almost like offering a good home-cooked meal to someone who wants fast food. It's not because you are not high quality, but it's because they were never hungry in the first place. People really value what they work for, and if a relationship feels too easy or too one-sided, it often loses perceived value. The good enough girl tends to subconsciously settle for less than she wants, thinking that's what makes her low maintenance or deserving. But here's the irony though, she overgives but is seen as needy. She waits patiently but gets taken for granted. She avoids drama but ends up in more pain because her needs aren't met.
Hey, are you okay?
Here's the uncomfortable truth that everyone needs to know. Being good doesn't guarantee you'll be chosen, but being aligned with your purpose does. Remember, ladies, men don't fall in love because a woman is nice. They fall in love when a woman inspires something within them, like respect, admiration, a woman that challenges them, and a woman that has mystery. The sad thing is that being good enough might get you liked, but really loved deeply. Usually, if this pattern goes unchecked, the good enough girl might meet someone new. She will become extra nice to the person. She's always available and always understanding. She gets attached to potential, which is the bare minimum. She tolerates red flags even when she feels disappointed, confused, and hurt, which then makes her blame herself for not being enough. Over time, she might start to feel a little bit exhausted with a relationship or just disillusioned with love, and she might also feel bitter towards other girls who get more attention than she does. But what she doesn't realize is that these girls are not just getting any attention for being girls, but they are getting attention for their boundaries because they're not predictable, and as well they prioritize themselves above anything else. So how does one break out of the good enough trap? Let's talk solutions. Number 1, rewrite your narrative. Stop believing your worth is in how much you give. Your value isn't transactional. You are worthy simply because you exist. The second thing will be that you need to learn how to receive. Don't just give love. Let yourself receive it as well. That means letting people show up for you without feeling any type of guilt. The third thing is that you need to set standards, not ultimatums. Boundaries are attractive. They communicate. Just think about it. It says to yourself, I respect myself, and if you want access to me, you'll need to meet me at my level. The fourth thing you'll have to do is to embrace polarity. Remember that romantic tension often comes from contrast, whereby the masculine always chases the feminine, pursuing her and wanting to be in her space. So you being overly accommodating can flatten that polarity. You must give room for the other person to pursue you. The last tip will be to detach from outcomes. You don't need every relationship to work. All you need is the right one to work. You need to let go of proving yourself and focus on alignment. Remember, ladies, being the good enough girl is not the deal breaker. Remember that everyone loves somebody good, which means she doesn't have to become colder, meaner, or even toxic. All she needs to do is to become clearer about who she is, what she wants, and what she'll no longer settle for. We are not promoters for women being rude or mean in their relationship, but what you are not going to do is to be enough for someone who's half in. You are here to be extraordinary for someone who's all in. Let's get one thing straight. In a world that celebrates chaos, being a good woman is not a weakness. It's a superpower, and that is one thing that you as a woman should hold tightly to yourself. A good woman is more than just kind. She's loyal. She's emotionally intelligent. She's very supportive and rooted in values. She doesn't just show up when it's easy. She shows up all the time. She nurtures, she builds, she doesn't play games. Her love isn't loud, but it's solid. And guess what? That kind of love is rare. Would you give it to somebody that is not all in? Hell nah. This is for the guys. If you have a good woman in your life, protect her, pour into her, and never confuse her peace for passiveness. Because when a good woman walks away, it's not out of anger. It's because she finally realized that she was the prize all along.
Thank you so much, lovelies, for watching. If this resonated with you, drop a comment below, share your story, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more real talk on love, dating, and becoming your most powerful self. Until next time, lovelies, see you in my next video. And remember, don't just be good, be undeniable. Bye, lovelies. Mwah.